Okay, welcome everybody to tonight's training, top performance training call here tonight with vCard Global. We're going to go over some really important facts here, how to take your business to the next level. So hopefully everybody's taking that pen and pencil out and piece of paper so we can take some great notes here. So with that, I'm going to start really at the beginning. When you sign up, these are the things that you must do before I even work with anybody, and you've got to be tough. This is a serious business. This is how we're helping people enhance their business. So number one is you got to get it started. And when you get started, what I would do within the first 24 to 48 hours, you better game plan your business on how to get started. That tells me how serious you are about doing business with us. We're not a regular direct sales company. We're not that at all. We're a professional company that are going to enhance businesses around the world. We just have a pay scale that mimics a direct sales company. There are no auto ships here. There are no big qualifications or anything. But there is you have to know the product when you're going out and talking to somebody. So the first thing you want to do is, I recommend that people get started right away. I mean, don't even wait 24 to 48 hours to game plan yourself. As soon as I get involved in the company, I sign up, get the product, but I'm very familiar with the product. I sit down and I write a game plan myself. In fact, a lot of times I have a game plan already in the works before I even sign up. And what I want you to do is sit down and figure out, why are you doing vCard Global? That's the first thing. When I even hire employees with me, I don't care if you have their credentials at all. As far as you need those credentials to come and work for me if you're an employee, but your energy level and your belief in following our rhythm is everything, because this is going to be a cookie cutter business that everybody does the same thing, because that becomes duplicatable. So figure out why you're doing vCard Global. Sit down and give it some thought. What are your goals? What's your why? I don't know what your why is. Maybe it's taking a trip around the world. Maybe it's being financially independent. Maybe you want to fund a charity of your own. I don't know what your goal is, why you're doing this business. But I'll tell you, my why is to go out and change and make a difference in everyone's life, and to leave a legacy company behind to make a difference in people's lives. Yeah, the money will track you down if you do the right things in business. So what we can do is we can help a lot of people out there. So first of all, write that down. The next thing you should do is make a list of everyone you knew. And I know some people tell me, Jennifer always tells me, Alan, I love your saying, and if you can fog a mirror, everyone needs this. Believe me, she's 100% right. We are in competition with no one. We're here to enhance everyone's business. Every business should be doing this anyway. But guess what? They are not, because business cards don't work. It's a great concept, but let's face it, 88% of them get thrown out. So sit down. What I like about what we do, and I show people, I go, where's your card deck? They go, oh, it's home in a drawer. Oh, it's home in a stack. Oh, it got thrown out. I don't know where it is. You know what? Ours are in the palm of your hand 24/7. You never lose a contact. Everybody's up to date. You can recommend people, and that is what takes businesses to the next level. So make the list. Write down everyone you know. I would write down at least 30, 40 people right away. And then what you want to start doing is work on your top 10 immediately. I mean, I don't even know what people wait. I watch people. You know, this is a good phrase. Time either promotes you or it exposes you. And like people say, oh, you never really get upset. I said, you know what? I follow what I say. And people prove themselves every time. So you're either they are going to do it or they are. A lot of people talk the talk. I watch people who walk the talk because actions speak louder than words. And I have a lot of people telling you all the time. So I tell them to make the list. They says, I have a list. Where is your list? I want your list. And I want your top 10. If you're not calling your sponsor and having them do 3-whiz with you from day one, guess what? You're not plugged in. I mean, I know I'm going to be a little tough on this call, but are you treating this like a business or are you treating this like a hobby? When I wake up every morning, and believe me, I do have this into it. I tell people, do you have $250,000? If you wrote a check into your business, did you put $250,000 in? How would you wake up tomorrow and go to work? Let me tell you something. You'd be working 8 to fame. And that's what we all do. Why we do this is because everybody in corporate loves what they're doing. Because we get a chance to make a difference in the world. And so make a list, write everyone down. And how many people have ever told you, oh, I don't know too many people who do this. What do you mean? I just told you. Anybody that can fog a mirror and is breathing needs to use this. So you know what I do? I take people's cell phone away from them. I go, let's see the last 10 people you called. Let's see the last 10 people that called you. Let's see the last 10 people who text you. Let's see the last 10 people you text them. Now let's start going through the alphabet. Let's take 2 or 3 A's, 2 or 3 B's, 2 or 3 C's, 2 or 3. You see, if you took 2 from each, you'd have 52 people right there through the letters of the alphabet. So you know what? I always go back to, are people talking the talk or are they walking the talk? Because this tool, this vCard will help everyone in the world. So who are you going to work with? That's the key thing here. After you sit down and you game plan, you find out their why, you get their list, and they start introducing it, there's a few different types of exposures. First of all, you should never go out and talk to anyone until you have a card. And you should put it together. And you should make your card proper. How can you even go out and show someone? They don't even know what the heck you're talking about. You know, this is another good phrase. Write it down. Lead by example. And what you do, believe me, your children or your organization will do what you do in moderation, they'll do in excess. Let's look at our kids today. They watch what? They watch you. So when you're going out presenting the opportunity, if you do it wrong, they do not get the right concept of what we're about. And guess what? You're misleading the clients. That's the no-no. So I always prepare. You know, it's like when you go out and chop a tree, you don't go out and chop a tree with an axe that's dull, right? You'll spend an hour sharpening the axe. And a tree that would take you 2 or 3 hours to take you to chop down, if you sharpen the axe, you can chop the tree down in 10 minutes. So always be prepared and put your best foot forward, always when you're out there, you know, sharing the vCard opportunity. So make that list. You know, set your goals, get your why down. It's very important. Give it to people. So what type of presentations are you doing? I always tell people, get plugged in. You know, if people aren't plugged in, how are they going to move forward? How are they going to really know the rhythm of what you expect from people and the rhythm of the company? Well, it's very important to follow the rhythm. So on Sundays, we do training calls. Eventually, I'm going to have motivational speakers from all over the world do these calls on Sunday nights. And then we have opportunity overview of the company. We have them every Tuesday and Thursday. And then we have Cherie building a card, vCard workshops on Wednesday and on Saturday. Plug into those calls because she can show you how to build a card. You shouldn't be asking your sponsor how to build a card. If you're watching a workshop, it is self-explanatory. And then we have all the videos all in your back office that you can go on, and you can go onto our YouTube channel, and we archive all these calls. So anytime you miss a call, you can watch it. So what are the key points of introducing it? Sharing the card. You can share the card one-on-one. And when I share the card, I see so many people say, well, I emailed this out or I texted out. No, you call them first and you talk to them and say, listen, I'm going to send you my new business card. That's why you got to design your card first. You know, how can you talk about a business if you're not even leading with our product? That's crazy. So, you know, what I would do is immediately share my card. If you have your name on it, your address on it, your phone number, click the call, click the, you know, you could build your organization 3 or 4 deep the first day or the first couple hours being in business here. It's that simple. I do it all the time of every business that I've ever started. And how you do that is you take all out massive action. You believe in what you do, and then you have faith. I always have blind faith in every business because I don't wait to see what the owners are doing or anything like that. You know, if this was me, I would come in, sign up, I would design my card, I'd make it rock star quality, and then I would have made my list and everything. And people that come over to my house, every opportunity, and believe me, I save a lot of information. I don't know, you might call me a hoarder of information and lists, but I have genealogies of 30,000, 40,000 people. I mean, I have everything that I've ever built. I have a pad with the name of the company up top, the people that I talk to in corporate. I have my person that's my first upline, the person that brought me on the pad. I had the next person up. I had the next person up. And this is what I would do. If you're deep enough in the organization, have your sponsor on. Who's an MA? Who's an RA? Who's an EA in my organization? Who's an NA? And then what you should be doing is collecting stories of people that identify with your people. So if you have somebody in obviously MLM, you get somebody that's in an MLM. If you have somebody that's in real estate, find out somebody's story in real estate. Believe me, the people that are on the cards here, everybody helps everybody. It doesn't matter if they're in your leg or your line or in somebody else's, because everybody loves what we're doing. This is the only business that I've ever been in 30 years that people never leave the meeting. Why? Because we don't ask for money at the end. Because we're here to legitimately help you. We're not here to go, oh, I don't see you as a dollar sign. Listen, if I can make you more successful and increase your bottom line in your business, that's what you want to do. And that's what you want to do with your people. You want to do that. So what do you want to do? You want to get them on calls. So you want to get them in an overview call. And we have these recorded, so you don't even need to wait. You could send them an overview call, or you could send them your card. And what I would do is I would call them up right away, and I would say, hey, Tina, you know what? This is Alan, and, you know, might just do a little bit of small talk. Hey, how you doing today? How's your family? Listen, I just got involved in the company. I'm going to send you my card. I want you to watch this video. Can you watch it now, or should I call you back in an hour? When's a good time for you? You see, I want it immediate. And I know the video is only 5 minutes, 3 minutes. So if she wants to watch it while I'm on the call, I'm going to wait for her. And if she says, well, call me back in 10 minutes, I'm going to call her back in 10 minutes. You know, the fortune's in the immediate follow-up, not in the follow-up. It's in the immediate follow-up. You know, because people are watching you on how you're doing the business, because you have to lead by example. So you want to do all these things right. It's like building a cake or building a home. When you're making a cake, you don't leave out the eggs, right? Because you're not going to have the same results, or the yeast, or you wouldn't forget the foundation of the house. You wouldn't build it on sand. No, you'd build it on a solid foundation, because you want it rock solid. So these are the important points in vCard Global to help you become successful in the business, because they're watching you. And I'm talking just general right now. Wait till I go into corporate, what you have to do to set up appointments. And you're going to have to fill out a form, and you have to meet criteria. You have to find out, I'll go over that in just a second, exactly what you have to do here. So we're going to be ready to launch corporate in a couple weeks. We're testing a company right now. This week we're meeting with them with 120 or 30 employees, and within 2 weeks we're going to have full testing done on them. So here by the end of this month, next month, we'll be able to start talking to corporations. I mean, you can start lining them up, but we aren't really ready yet to sign them up, because we are not ready. We're designing all the information that the corporations and you have to fill out, and you have to fill it out properly before we even talk to them. Because it's just not, oh, I got a company and you hook them up with somebody. No, you have to call them. You have to show them a card. And when you're dealing with corporate, this is what I do and what you should do, and some of our contacts are doing already. I would design a card for them and make it rock star quality and show them what the card looks like. And then I would call them up and then show them, hey, I built a card for you of my company. I just showed you a sample card of what this card could actually do. So what you do is you actually know their business, know their rhythm, do some homework here, people, because, and start thinking about what you're doing here. First of all, you should be out building cards, and you should be out recruiting people, so that you become knowledgeable enough about the product. So when you do go into businesses, that you're putting your best foot forward. Otherwise, it's not going to work out, because you cannot mess up a corporation. I was on the phone today with a major MLM company, and they're, like I said, they're going to be ready January 27th, and they're full boat. They're already on board. They're going to connect. Every distributor is going to use it and everything. They've been friends of mine, and I've been working with them for over a month or two now. They know who we are. They've even met with Stephen Remendini and myself. And it takes a while. It isn't a 1, 2, 3 click thing, guys. Remember, you're dealing with a lot of people's lives and their business. So you want to do the presentation right and make sure you get everything, you know, done in a row. So build your organization. You know, go get 4 people. This is what I recommend everybody to do right away, because we're looking for leaders, and you should be looking for leaders in your organization. And I watch people, and this business is so easy. To move to the VA rank to the MA rank, all you have to do is put in 4 people and have a total of 20 people in your group. So what's that? I could do this in 3 days, 3 or 4 days, no longer than a week. If you're dead serious about it, you go get 4 people in and help your 4 people get 4 people, that's 20 people. How simple is that? That is pretty simple. I mean, we're talking about something that everybody needs. So what I do is this. When a new person comes in the business, in every business that I've ever done, I give everybody a 30-day window of showing me if you're serious or you're not serious about working the business. Because you don't want to waste your time with people that are not serious about the business. Yeah, you'll take the business that they're bringing in, but I'm going to teach you how to work smart instead of working hard. So for the first 30 days, I'm going to call my personal people that I'm in the business, and you have to take control here. And everybody's got to step up their game. And because your people know who you are. If you're not teaching your people, if you don't know the answers, what do you think they think of you? You know what? People attach themselves to leaders. And that's the people that are on the phone here tonight. Leaders. So lead by example, and success will track you down. People want to be attached with successful people. So what you do is I call the people up the first 30 days and say, and I'm going to pick on Tina here tonight, you know, because she's been a friend of mine for like 5-6 years, and she's been with us since the beginning. I mean, if anybody knows everything about this, Tina knows, because she's known Steve for a real long time before Steve even worked with me, and she's known everybody. So what I do is I call up Tina and I says, hey, we got the call on Sunday night. Just want to remind you. Hey, Tina, you don't have to drill people and say you have to do this, 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 this. No, I just remind you. And then what I do is I call her up and say, you know, on Tuesday night, we got the overview call. Hey, do you need me to help you put some people on? You know, who do you want me to talk to? Okay, Cherie's got the builder. Let's get those people that signed up. Let's get them on the call on Wednesday night, Tina. Let's get them on the call. Great. She says, super, Alan. Can you help me call a couple people? And you know what? Sometimes you're too close to your people. So Tina will say, hey, Alan, would you do some 3-ways with me to talk to my people and tell them? And I'll just say, and then Tina will get on the phone and say, hey, Mary, you know, I have my sponsor, the person who brought me into vCard Global, he's been very successful. And then there's 2 of you on the call telling them, hey, we really want you on the call. I look forward to working with you. You know, Cherie's going to rock it tonight. She's going to be building this card. And guess what? Anytime that you get help, you see what people see there is this. They don't see you doing it because you're not duplicatable. They see you and another person, and they always look to see if they can do what you just did. So even if you're a rock star salesperson, and believe me, even I do this. Every time I bring somebody on the phone, I bring Stephen Remendini in with me to close and ice the deal. I edify my people all the time. And then you should edify your person. I build them up and say, oh, you got to meet this person. Boom, 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 boom. I put him on the phone. After he gets off the phone, I get on the phone. They're ready to go. No question about it, because it just adds credibility. Because you see what it does is you're telling them, but they might not hear it. But when they hear it from somebody else, they just said the same thing you just said. What it did is just reinforce what you already said. But first of all, you need to know the facts. So, you know, you need to do the 24 to 48 hours, do all the things, build out your card, make your list, do all these other things. Get people on the calls. I do that for 30 days. After 30 days, if you're not plugging in, I'm not working with you. I know you probably says, what's Alan saying? Listen, I cannot motivate people. I work with motivated people. Don't try to push up a rope and don't want it for somebody better than they want it. If they aren't doing what you're saying, just say, listen, you know how to contact me. You know what I tell people? I said, you know what? Let's just say my friend Ron wants to do the business, or Bob. And I just say, hey, Bob, you know what? When you got people that you want me to help you sign up, give me a call. That's it. Don't call me to say hi and all this other stuff. Oh, how's things going? What's new? You know what? You know what that tells me? You're not plugged in. So if you're not plugged in, I'm not your educator. I'm moving forward and the train has left the station. You're either on board or you better start running trying to catch it because it's already leaving the station. And you have to be a little tough with people because it's a business, guys. It's not a coffee clutch. It's serious about it. So do not talk the talk, walk the talk, become a leader. This is a high performance leaders group. People do what you do. Whatever you do in moderation, people do in excess. And what you should do is make sure you're on those calls. Make sure you read your Sunday night email. Make sure you know what's going on with the company. And as we develop, I'm going to give you a few things here. We're developing a brand new website. We're writing it 2 different ways. I was talking to Steve Mayton today. It's going to be off the charts. The website's going to be interactive. I mean, our website's good now. Good. It's not great. This website is off the charts. I mean, it's going to be fully interactive. It's going to be more that people will be able to see the product, work with the product, click on it, see different cards, see how they work, everything. I mean, when the person gets done looking at our website, they're going to jump in to sign up. That's how good that website is. That's what I tell my people to do. Make it that the person just looks at it and says, I want it. We're going to redo a new video. And it's all going to be on benefits of the card and the features that support the benefits. Again, it's going to make them like, wow, there's nothing like this in the world. And believe me, there's nothing like this in the world. Go out and look at, and a lot of people say, oh, vCard's been out there for years. They're absolutely right. What do? They do nothing. There are a few out there, but they don't know what we're doing. People will be able to hook up APIs to our company and take down all the information. Follow me features on the card. You're going to be able to lock down cards. The corporate program, you design a card, you can lock it down, populate it, go to your HR department. We're going to let corporations pay cards bi-monthly and biannually. Annually for small deals like 100, 500, you pay it up front. Over 1,000, we'll give them an opportunity of either paying it up front or you can pay it on a monthly basis with us. And that's what we're going to do with corporation. But I would say by the end of November, we'll be ready and you will have a form on a corporation that for us to talk for them and for us to take it off the charts. And there are several. In fact, I'll make a statement right here. All network marketing companies, they have to contact us. They're already off the charts. We're working with a few people that are out there. But I'm working with suppliers that know these people already. Remember, I've been doing this for 30 years as a consultant. If you have a contact, log it in, check with me. Do they have it? A few of you have already checked with me. If I tell you it's already on the charts, it's on the charts because they've already been talked to by somebody because they know what I've been doing since I started the business or somebody has. But corporations and stuff, you fill out a form. You're going to put your name up there, all your criteria, what level you are with the company. In fact, I might make it even mandatory that you're an MA before you can even talk to a corporate deal. Because I want you to know our business. I want you to know what it is to share the card, how to build the card, and how you're working with people before you represent us in front of a corporation. Because corporations are serious business. You're dealing not with a person, you're dealing with corporations that are worth millions, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars, and you've got to know what we do. So what I would do is come up to speed as fast as you can, start building people out, start looking at people, fill out a form where you're putting your name, your rank, your distributor number, who you talk to in the corporation. You built them a card. I would build them a card. I want to see the card you built them. I want you to tell me how they're going to use it. I want to know how many cards they are going to need for their corporation and how their game plan is. How do they see this, and how do they see this card saving them money? That's how you do a corporation. We are not going to go in and, you know, make a phone call and someone says, oh, I want you to talk with John Smith. Do they have the card? No. Well, do they know anything? No. That isn't what it is. We're looking for people that are in the business, that know what they're doing and know how to present to corporations. Because if it isn't, you know, we might even write a test that you got to pass, or a fee to even sell corporations, because not everyone can sell corporations. Let's face it. I mean, if somebody has a corporation, they don't know what they're doing, let them tee it off with you and you can give them a finder's fee. Let them hand it to you and say, here, I know how to close corporations. I know what I'm doing. Hand it over to them. You get a finder's fee to it. And at least you'll make something on the business. I mean, I'm really, you know, because after you get it, you have to work with the corporation. So if you're not going to work with a corporation that you just bring in, it's not just, listen, if you want a finder's fee, we'll give you a finder's fee. But if you're going to get paid on the deal, you have to work the deal. You know, you have to be involved with this and you have to support that business. Because the business that you're getting, depending on how big those businesses are, I mean, you're going to make, I honestly believe we're going to have this next year between 10 or 20 people making in excess of, I would say, between $500,000 and $1 million with this, with the corporate program. So those forms will be coming out in the next week or two by the 1st of December that you'll be filling out and everything. Am I telling you not to talk to corporations right now? No, I'm not telling you not to do that. But be smart when you are talking to corporations. At least preparation is everything. It's just like a chef that's cooking you a dinner, or if you're cooking a Thanksgiving dinner. Let's face it, it takes you 2 days to prepare for that, or maybe even 3 days to prepare for a Thanksgiving dinner. And you buy all the food, you prepare all the food, you get all the setting, everybody sits down and you finish the dinner in an hour. It's the preparation that goes in on the presentation that you're presenting to the owners or the marketing people. You don't want to be talking to the gatekeeper. You want to be talking to the decision maker inside the corporations, because I don't want to see you waste your time. Work smart. If you're not talking to the person in marketing or the owner or the CEO or the president or the vice president of marketing, get somebody to introduce you to them, because that's how you're going to get the deal. And small businesses are a lot easier. You can walk into businesses and ask, can you speak to the marketing person, or who purchases your business cards and paper products? I mean, because that's basically what we do. We replace them. So with that, hopefully I've given you a few, points here. We went a little bit over time tonight. I just want you to all be prepared, so that there isn't a lot of confusion when we start. First of all, now when you start your business, you know exactly who you're going to work with. Drill down and find the people that are plugged in your organization. The other people will become running after you, but be a little tough on them. Say, listen, Get me on the phone and do a 3-way call. Believe me, if people are calling you and they're not doing a 3-way with you, if you're not calling somebody to sign them up or train them, or somebody's calling you to sign somebody up or train them, guess what? You're wasting your time. Talk is cheap, action is everything. And let's go out and make a difference in the world. If you look at the, you looked at the post on the email today, but I also post things on my Facebook. And you know what? If you're not making a difference in somebody else's life out there, you're not doing the right thing. So let's go out and make a difference. Let's push green. I didn't get a chance to go too much into that, but being green is really big. Every time I talk to people, we're saving the world's forests, one card, one brochure at a time. We're really the ultimate intelligent mini website out there, database, and we're the only ones in the world. So let's go out and make a difference, and we'll see you all at the top.